Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope the lighting is okay in here. But I want to give another breakdown of my um, rig, which is big WuSah. There's a lot of rigs that's broken down, and they're pretty simple, just like I'm gonna do here. Not trying to be over saturating the build. It's a real simple build for me. Over some time, I didn't do it my first year. I began to buy everything the first year, and also was given some of the equipment that you're gonna see up here. So first, let's kind of go over the machine. All right. So first here, let me move this ladder out the way. So we have the 4 gallon per minute direct drive. Let me set my ladder down here. It's a direct drive. It wasn't, I think I spent around 1400 bucks. And it's ran directly from here with the downstream injector. Ran around to the 3rd reel right now. I don't have the 2nd reel hooked up. I switch them because I don't have the 2.5 on here. This reel here, over there, I'll give you a little bit more on all of the reels, prices and everything. But yes, we are pulling from a direct 4,000 psi. But we don't really get off into the PSIs as much unless you're trying to deal with cement or concrete, and you need to kind of turn it up a little bit for it to agitate better. But yeah, I've been having it this is my 3rd year with it. It's been in action full time, 1 year full time. I bought it my 1st year in business. Began to run it the 2nd year because you guys know I'm a 2.5 guy. Oh, as long as you put chems on, you just taking chems off. So yes, I have a whip line that's ran from here all the way to there. I actually have 2, from to that one and to this one here. So I had this here build last year to put which you don't see. I don't see anyone on TV that's in the business with this one here. I have not seen anyone with the little square or whatever tote or buffer tank in the game. I plumbed everything here myself. This came with this. This already came with the water. I don't remember the name of it, but it just keep it cool. Downloader right here. I've never had to replace anything. I just changed the hydraulic oil in there for the pump. Now, the only thing I didn't do was put my bulkhead and stuff on here. This came here with the lines open. I have another one that I'll use for when I begin to have my soft wash. I'll run it. That's another thing I'll tell you guys. I have another line here. I'm not going to put it here because it's too high up, because we do have a floater valve up here that shuts down everything. I tell everyone, you need to get you one of these here filters. Get you a filter, guys. That's going to save you a lot of headaches. Also, when we have it hooked up, this right here turns it on so water can flow directly through it, and you have water for rinsing or whatever you need, or even adding to. And also, it's another thing, guys, with your SH, and you're 12.5%. You can cut this. I cut this here, 5 gallon. I had about 3.5 gallons or 2. I cut it all the way up to here, and it worked just as fine. And I got that from Aquemini pressure washing. You can cut it, and it works pretty good because you don't need that much of bleach unless you have stubborn spots. And that's when you get into more of the soft side of the pressure wash business, which we use soft water regardless, but softer would be with a pump or a L45. And now they have the 1-inch pumps that they're using now. I'm going to have one also. But back to the cam. You can mix this cam here. You can get you a 5 gallon. Mix it. You can put half in here, half in there, and put it water in there. It dilutes it, but you don't need strong. But before you dilute it, leave you a little bit on the side in case you need a pump up sprayer for the direct cutting it. This line right here is my feed line to here. You see the blue line? You see it there? Just feeds it to it. I have another line right here. I have 2 lines. One feed for this pump, and when I have the other one, it's right up under here. I just tucked here. I have another feeder right there. Right here. You can see it. So this line goes over there. Moving along. We have the whisper washer right here, 16-inch, since I'm on this side. 16-inch, my faithful and trusty. I need to fix it's here. It's not pulling right. I just haven't had the time or money right now to fix it because I'm not really doing washing right now because I was injured on my job. So I still keep up with everything, tests everything out, make sure it's running. But yeah, this is a 16-inch whisper washer. I love them. The 24 inches over here, they're all set. These here, they're set for the 4 gallon, not my 2.5. It's set for it, but I use a 16-inch for the 2.5 when I need it. It takes a little more time, but it gets the job did. Moving along. Gas, I've been having that thing 30 years, 35 years, well, maybe 30 years. I've been having this gas. No, that's a little bit longer. I mean, shorter than that. My son's 26. I've been having it at least 20 years, though. At least 20. I have the battery, which I put that on here for, let you guys see this here. It's time to get lights on here. It's time because I'm working and I work going into the evenings, and also just to have the lights on as a company that's working, in progress. Also, guys, I was able to take this off of the trailer and put on my truck, and that's why I said be mechanically inclined. You guys need to be able to do little stuff like this. I put this on from off the trailer to the truck. Not worrying about how beautiful it looks or nothing like that. Also, guys, I changed all of my tips on the surface cleaner, and I went direct. If you guys can see on there, I'm gonna zoom in. I don't have the handle with the squeeze gun part. It's just straight flesh. Water comes straight through. The toolbox was given to me. I told you guys this before. It fits right in there. Cool, very cool. This gun, the reason this gun is out here because inside I have a leak. Once I'm off the gun, water was coming. There's a little ball valve, a little valve that sits inside this gun here. It sits right in there. You twist it out and you try to get it. I couldn't get it to really move much, but I did grease it down with this right here. So hopefully when you come off the trigger, it'll work. I don't feel like opening this up right here, guys, for my tools. It's just my tools and guns and stuff like that. This rack was given to me by a friend of mine in the community. He gave it to me. The same guy gave me this toolbox. He gave me this rack right here. So I have two guns, a Sutner and another gun that's in there you guys see sometimes. I have this gun here that came with the 4 gallon per minute. And I use this only really when I'm doing a turbo nozzling or high buildings, like a 2 to 3 stories. I put that gun on because it has a little more range. All right. The reason I was saying over there with the talking about this rig here, because I liked when the guy welded. I had no intentions. I asked him to put it here, space it, and he tacked it on here, making it more sturdier. That's why I like this reel a little bit better. It's very sturdy. It's a smaller one. It's for 150 feet. And I have on there about 150. About 150 to 100. I don't remember. This one here has an extended 25 foot. The blue is 25 feet. Then I have 150 feet on there. So this one here has 175 feet of line. It's built for 200, right? 200. You'll see if I had another 25 feet, it'll be maxed out. I bought this one here first and this one together, which is the water line. I just painted it black. I have 150 feet of water line. I have Flexzilla, and I have this here. I love this here. If you guys see it right here, I love this hole because it flattens, it squidges everything. It's tough. Trust me, I would rather this line here than the Flexzilla. I keep this little brush here because you may have to agitate something one day, and you don't have a brush to do that. You'll be doing it by hand or trying to use that turbo nozzle. You guys can see my sign right there. You see my little sign here, just says real simple. You need to go into too much, pressure washing, and the QRC code and phone number. Real simple. Walk around the truck. You see my ladder right here for roof. I need to get on the roof. And back, since I'm on this side here, I always tell you guys, this is just strapped in. It's not bolted. I can take it off at any time, change it out if I need to. This is just something that's been with me. That comes off too. It's just been with me. I just left it on there. I used to use it for my phone. Inside the rig, we have the cooler. We have our nothing but marketing flyers right there. This is what I was saying, just going straight. When I hook the gun up, hook the DN10, it just goes straight out to the end of the surface cleaner. I have 3 combs. My faithful comb's been with me for years. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, Big WuSah is very simple, but yet professional. When I pull up, everything is professional on my truck, and it looks good for business. It looks sleek. You can see it. The reason I have that up, I take my battery off every time I come home for drain. It's draining somewhere, I don't know. And also, guys, for the little WuSah, that's the 2.5 I've been having from day one. Not going to get into this bill here. It's about the rig. So some people ask me when I pull up, they say you have it so, it's like it's compact. It is. It's very compact. It's a 2-man rig. It's just very convenient, This here, the reason people ask me, they say, well, that's so neat how you did it. I wish it was bolted, but, it's just real easy access. Pull this out. Man, I pull that gun down. I drive all over, I drive anywhere is stable. It's very tough. This here, let me let you guys know, these are bolted down right here in this metal. Bolted down. Got one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that's bolted down. It's very sturdy. The reason this is shaking, it's tight, but it has a little shake in it because I didn't want them to bolt up under here. I was like, nah, it's okay. I'm not gonna use it unless it shouldn't be worn out and moving much. And you guys know Big WuSah's been with me from the beginning. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm missing anything other than going inside of into there. You guys have seen my tools and everything, my chemicals. Yeah. All right, guys. So I did tell y'all I would tell y'all the prices. So to have this here welded was like $10. I think the guy just did it for me for 12, 15 bucks. But this reel right here was like I think it was like $139. This reel here was a little bit more expensive, probably like $159, $169. And this here was like $100, between 90 and 120, 125, something like that. I see a lot of the guys with this one here, just that I spray painted it. What else? You guys know if you get a rack like this right here, everything there like that, you would probably spend about what, $1,000 maybe for that rack right there or more. That was given to me. This toolbox here will cost you probably about $300-400. That was given to me. I did some modifications to it. Yeah. If you see this right here where this was sawed off, I had took this part off. That whole thing was off because I didn't want to have it. And when I looked at it, guy was like, who gave it to me, said, why didn't you? It looks, the whole purpose was to have that sleek look. And I looked at the film, at my videos, and I said, you're right. That looks hideous. Stopping right there is like, it defeated the purpose. So I had that put back on, right back on there. So after I had that done, welded down, I went back to them and with that piece that I went to get from the guy when I had his guys to take it off, to put it and brought it back to the welding guys, and they fixed it up. So to tell you guys, it really took time for me to really figure out how I wanted my truck, because there wasn't many trucks on pressure washings about 4 years or 5 years ago that was looking like this, sleek like this. So I had to kind of look at how I wanted it and if the truck would be able to take those. The other addition, guys, I want to tell y'all what I'm going to do. Y'all notice I don't have a soft wash system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a rail put right here, but it's going to swing. I'm going to have it to swing. It's not going to be I don't know how wide it will be. It'd probably be as wide as this here, because it's a regular hose that'll go there. Right here, it should stick out to about here. And then I can close it. And then my pump, the gas pump, will be plumb there. And I'll run everything down here. As you can see, I have a line right there. Y'all see that line? I have a line there. I'll run it. I have plenty water, and I'll have drop sticks. I'll run the line to the hose here, back to the machine. And my metering valve, I will put my metering valve, is gonna come on if I do decide to get the cheap shot, all of that comes with it, and that will also be welded here next to the other machine, and I can swing it in. I'll be able to swing it out and swing it in. And that's how I'm thinking about doing it, where it'll be compact. Nothing will be in the way. And yeah, I think that's the way I'll go. Right there, it'd be real easy, compact, and I'll have drop sticks. All my sticks are drop. I'll have that's already open back here. I can drop my stick in there when I'm doing the soft wash. And I don't really use soap much, but I'll run it in one of the buckets. That's it, guys. Real simple. Yeah, guys. She's very sleek, cool. She stays inside. I never have to worry about whether she don't be outside at all. When he pulls out, everybody know he about to go to work. you know. Also, tell you guys about having other businesses. I'm a professional barber. I don't cut hair professionally, but I'm a professional barber. If I, I'm gonna be going full back into it and about permanents only. It's because I'm making myself resourceable at home. Everything will be from home in the near future with me. My barbershop will be here. Call me for a wash job. I'm at the house with that. And what else I'm doing from home? Yeah, just making myself more a home-based office person. And also, I wanted to let you guys know, RPM was first. RPM or routine project maintenance. That's what it was, routine project maintenance. I began to look into names and not names, but how I can brand the name better. So I began to say RPM, which means routine project maintenance, abbreviating it. And then, like last year, my brilliancy, I was like, RPM, routine project maintenance, pressure washing. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it RPM, period. Because I stopped my marketing broadly when I put pressure wash, because I had a slash in it didn't mean I was in good standard with being marketable everywhere. Because people look at you as a RPM, routine project maintenance, pressure washing, not maintenance. So I'll be changing it instead of an LLC. My brand will be RPM Services Corporation, because I have different entities inside of the one mother or brand, which will be maintenance, hair cutting, counseling, taxes. We'll be doing all of this inside of this brand. So, guys, that's a little business tip right there. When you want to get grants and loans, you have to build an entity, a person, quote unquote. And it's an age business corporation. You get money. And that's just it. So I'm rebranding. She has the age, but I have to put some things right to be able to market and brand to, if I want to grow this pressure washing business or maintenance company into a calandro of different areas for the business. I can branch off to make RPM more, not more, but I can branch it off to be a bigger company. I've always been fortunate just to really not want to do that, because it's easy on the payroll for myself versus paying someone. I don't have any overhead other than me, because everything is owned by me. The only overhead I have if something breaks. And how often does that happen? Not very often. Buying chemicals. Like, it's not really a big overhead on anything. Gas to drive somewhere, I do that every day. So it's not really Matt there. That's not really like you're winning regardless in the business that I'm in and chose to. On the maintenance side, I have my tools, air guns, tools, ladders. So when you own everything, and you're the employee also, your overhead is not much, you see. So all the revenue comes directly to you, and it's on you to want to take your business to the next level. Or you just cool where you're at. You can stay right where you're at and be content. You don't have to branch and grow. You can just say, hey, I want to do resident small commercial jobs. And that's it. I was telling myself I want to take my older truck. I'm not, when I get ready to do a lot of fixing on it, I'm not going to take none of this off. I won't do that. I'll just buy a flatbed and then I'll buy all new stuff. This will be strictly a residential rig, period. Strictly residential. And with the flatbed truck that I'll have, it will be commercial. Commercial only. Resident, and then I'll build a commercial rig that can do residence. You see, and knowing how to not overdo. But my wife was like, "Why don't you just keep it make it commercial and keep one rig?" I was like, "Well, I want wear and tear a big WuSah so much." She only have 180 some thousand miles, and she's over 30 years old. Okay, so I want to kind of keep her preserved, when she'll crank right up, and just get another rig. And when she come out, she's gonna do a residential area. I could maybe possibly pass this down to my son, teach him the game, and he'll understand the value of big WuSah, because she has made us decent money, and we going strong. All right, so guys, just to break down, appreciate you guys, man. It's been fun giving y'all this little breakdown here and showing you guys what I've added to the rig, which was a back sign, the lights, has whatever those lights that y'all call them. Yeah, we're gonna have another machine also in the back soon. I had the guy to rebuild, to try and start rebuilding that machine. If you go back a while back, I posted what I was trying to rebuild, like a 3 gallon per minute or so, just for chems, putting on and taking off, But the next time I buy a machine, it's gonna be like a 10 gallon per minute. I'll buy like a 10 or 12 gallon per minute, and I'll still be using that tote right there, because I won't run it unless I'm doing a lot of surface cleaning. That's the only reason I'll buy a bigger machine, for driveways, to get in and out, because the 4 gallon per minute, it works good. It does everything. Just that a lot of times I can't take bigger jobs just because of the time consuming. When I was doing them all the time, it would wear me out. Even if you do 14 cars or 12 cars, it's a process. I'm not saying it's 8 hours you're gonna be there, but you'll be there at least 3-4 hours. If I did a 12 car driveway right now, it's gonna take me at least 2 hours just to do that. 2.5 hours. Rinsing, cleaning, and then rinsing. That's where it comes in when you're rinsing. Because cleaning, you can kind of mosey on down there. But then when you're rinsing, that takes a little time to rinse everything down. All right, guys, it's been a little breakdown of big WuSah. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy Pap, man. I appreciate them out.